Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up? What up? What up? What's going on, y'all? I like to keep it nice and breezy around this. No, I'm joking. All right, guys. So today is going to be different from the rest of the lives, man. We actually have some people that's actually going to be joining in today. All right, y'all know. So normally I do this thing solo dolo, but we gonna we gonna let some people join in a little bit later on. Around about 9:30 is when I'm gonna go ahead and open up the doors and start letting people come in. I'm also gonna drop a link down in the chat. We may open up the floor for other people to join. We're gonna see. But today we're gonna be discussing this young lady. All right, make this thing a little bit bigger. There we go. So the title of this is "So I'm Supposed to Settle for a Regular Type Dude." Nerve. The nerve. Let me check the audio real quick, make sure everything is good. Let's see. I want to say everything should be straight, man. Testing, testing. One, two. Oh, yeah. Crystal clear. All right. So now that we have that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and come on, brother. We're going to go ahead and get this roll on the show. All right. Let's go ahead and get it started. Pray for us.
I'm supposed to settle for.
Hold on, let me make sure there ain't no echo. So load them. Okay. All right, we good. No echo. Thank God, no echo, no echo. All right.
A regular type dude.
How tall are you?
I am 5'3".
Dress size?
I am a medium.
Dress size? Number?
A 10.
How much did you weigh the last time you weighed yourself?
157.
Fresh face out of the shower, just your natural face. On a scale from 1 to 10, what would you
This
rank
is
your
my
looks?
natural face.
What? Okay, fresh face out of the shower, your natural face. You can't use 7. What would you rank yourself? 1 to 10.
A 6.
Okay.
Fresh face out of the shower. She rate herself. What did she say? A 6. All right.
A 6 is right above average. A 5 is average, right? You're 5'3", 100, dress size 10, so that's above average weight. 5'3", you should be roughly dress size 4. 4'6", 125 pounds. Even if I believe you're 157, 160, you're almost 33 pounds, 33% over your ideal target weight. And you have listen. If you're average to cute looking, if you're below average health from a weight standpoint, and you have 2 children, overall, does that make you below average, average, or above average? Factor all those things in together.
Average.
So why should you get anything upper? Then why should you get above average? What do you mean settle for?
Let me tell you something. That's the thing that tripped me out. They continue to say settle. This young lady
should get what you are.
I see millionaires with average women all the time.
They got them before.
They don't have big chest tattoos either. And 2
Oh my God.
other kids. Man,
So
I'm just saying. Okay, I want to. No. I mean, let's be honest. Why should an average woman say she's settling for an average man? Maybe
ain't
that
nothing wrong with it. Wait.
No. You said so. I should just settle. No, you said that. Listen. You said so. I should just settle for an average guy, and I'm like, you're an average woman. Why should you not get?
I would be settling. I mean, he could.
this is what we have to deal with today, man, in the dating market. This young lady has came on here with two children above her weight. Wait, what happened? Yo, what the heck was that about? That thing just blacked out.
I mean, nothing
Why
wrong with
would
it.
Oh, here we go. There go the Matrix. Now listen.
why would you be settling and he wouldn't? So what would he be doing? Would he be upgrading?
Hell no.
He don't got no money. So if he don't have no money,
You ain't fine enough for no money.
Look at the
I'm
face.
not fine enough for money.
No. You're
Average
six.
women
You're five.
date
You're five. You said
billionaires.
you're six, man. You said you're six. You don't get money. You get second shift at the plant.
Listen, man. The only reason why he's doing this because she said settle. She's coming in with all this extra stuff, and she's still saying that she's going to be settling for an average man. 42.5, I believe Kevin said. $42,500, and I guess no children. Just an average working man. And this young lady still said that she's going to be settling because he ain't got no money.
Did you go to college?
No, I didn't.
Okay, ma'am. So
I have my own business.
congratulations. Don't care, man. You got two children, and you said you are six. I give you 5, 6. Your numbers together would be average. So why? So an average man would be upgrading to get you.
Look, I didn't say
I'm
all that.
asking. I'm asking.
But you said no. But you said settle. You said settle, man. We got a comment up there. Oh, we got a few comments. A 3. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me go back to this real quick. I'm trying to keep up with the comments this time. I made you guys a promise that I was gonna try to keep up with the comments. A 3. Somebody, come on, baby, Jack. Good grief. What's say a 3? Yes, Melanie. She said settled. She said that. Priced herself out of the market. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make it up. And she dead serious though.
Asking, ma'am, because we're just having a conversation. You said you'd be settling, so by extension, he would be.
So I guess we'll be settling for each other.
Well, but no. But my issue is, you said settling for him. That means you'd be getting something less than what you deserve. When we settle, we get less.
I already have everything that I need. If he's not adding to me, then that will be settling, right?
Fabian, I want you to understand what I asked you last night. I asked this question oftentimes with Black women. If you have to work as hard today or harder if you want children with a husband, would you rather have a husband or be single? And almost 100% of the time, Black women would say, if I have to work as hard as I am today with a husband, I'd rather be single, because a husband is not just by being a man ain't enough. He's supposed to make her life easier. That is why I have no problem telling women to die alone. It is not our job to make women's lives easier. It's our job to protect, provide, but that's not necessarily easy. It's harder. Relationships are hard. So, man,
listen. Absolutely, man. I don't know who's out there dating right now, but if you guys look at what's going on, marriages and everything, it's a lot, man. It is a lot.
You got all the things you need, except somebody to share life with. And the man who can meet your standards, okay? Can he meet other women's standards?
Absolutely.
Okay, then why should he not get the best? If he can meet your high standard, he can meet another woman's standard. And all I'm saying is that why?
Hold on, let me get back to the comment. So, and while I'm doing that, man, listen, what he's trying to get her to understand is, listen, everything that you want him to have, other women want that as well. But the thing is, other women may not come with that extra weight. They may not come with that chest tattoo. They may not come with this type of energy. So why would he pick you over these other women when he don't have to deal with all of that extra mess?
Why should a man have to settle for
Like my boy said, Coyote 11212, man. She done priced herself
a woman
out.
with two kids because you got a
They
business?
don't have, Kevin, they don't have to settle for me.
But you said you'd be settling for him.
Okay, just like you, Kevin, you say that high
Mhm.
value men are supposed to have money, right? That's what you say. So if they don't have money, that means their value is low, right? And
No.
you go off women
No,
buying
no,
their
no, no. If you want to
clothes.
know, no. Okay, high value men, that's a completely different component. That's less than 10% of men.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
And high value men get high value women, women who are in high demand.
Right.
My bad. My bad. My fault, y'all. My fault. My fault.
That's not your category.
Because I got kids, right?
You're not, man.
There's a lot of other things that goes into that, man. Of course, a high value man. I was actually talking to another young lady about this the other day. Those type of men don't want to. When you look at them in mass, most of them don't want to get a woman that already has children. All right, especially when he has options to get a woman without children. And then you start adding in everything else that comes along with that, man. She not only has one, but she has two. The weight, and then the mindset that goes along with this, man. Things ain't looking good.
Ma'am, no, yes. Would you say that you're a woman that's in high demand or most wanted?
Be honest.
I could be. I mean, yeah, I could be. I mean,
You could
if
be.
I
So,
take
okay.
care,
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go.
can I
Man,
tell you? Can I tell you about?
listen. Don't
Can
hold
I
on.
tell you about myself?
Hold
Uh oh. Uh oh. Things is about to go left, man. It's about to go left real quick.
hold on. Ma'am, you're 37 with two children.
Mhm.
Where in the world do women who are average to above average look, average to cute, who are a little overweight with two kids, where are these women in high demand?
Kevin, I'm working on myself.
Listen, man, and here's the thing, man. Here's the thing. Because a lot of people will take something like this and run with it. He's not really trying to bash her. He's just trying to get her to understand. Listen, the things that you value are not the same thing that men value. All right. Yeah, you got a business, you got, some stuff going for yourself. I guess you got your own place and whatnot. Men of value, the men that she's talking about, the men don't care about that. Like, okay, yeah, you're taking care of yourself. Good job. But those type of men, they value something completely different. Your femininity is one of those things. Your womb is a really, really big part of that. You got to be careful about who you have children with.
So if I
No,
was
ma'am,
to
I asked a
lose,
very specific question. It's not, no, because you're working on yourself. That's fine. But
Mhm.
that doesn't mean you're in high demand.
Oh,
I can get there. Can I?
And
oh my God, bro. She's not getting it. No, I'm joking. Yo, I heard he say he's actually been absolutely, man. Let me. A lot of people are always talking about Kevin, man. When I tell you every single last one that I have seen, this man has had the patience of a freaking saint. Because any other man would have been blamed. For real. You're not understanding what I'm trying to tell you.
So
see,
you mean to tell me if I can lose 20 pounds and
80
I take
years
care,
ago,
Yo.
80 years ago with a woman in your position, even without the children, 80 years ago would a woman in your position be with the top 10% man?
you said 80
80
years ago,
years ago.
Yeah, even
80
was she?
years ago. Would she be with a man in the top 10% of all men? 80 years ago.
Yeah.
No.
Why?
There are a limited amount of these men to go around.
Mhm.
Ma'am.
He's talking about a very, very small percentage of men. I don't think she's really comprehending what he's trying to tell her. You have a small percentage of men, 10% of all men. And the women, mostly or all the women want this type of guy. So you got 100 different women that's coming up to him. They got a nice shape to them. They got a decent grain of hair. They're feminine. And then, you see this young lady. Who do you think he's going to choose? Is he going to choose these type of women? Or is he going to choose her? What's going to separate you from the rest of the pack?
This one I want you guys to understand, especially in the Black community. You're an average woman by any stretch of the imagination. And I think that's being fair. Average at best is more likely the term. Average at best would be pretty fair.
You see what she's doing, man? She's trying to be funny. He's trying to help her, man. Look, just like a child. You really believe that a high value man is going to want somebody like that? That's sitting there mocking somebody when he's trying to help. Man, a guy that's watching this stream right now, let's just say, for instance, you got a high value man that's watching this stream. You think he gonna choose this type of chick? Absolutely not.
Fair.
Okay,
But listen.
I'm listening.
But the issue is, so I got to settle for an average man. That's not settling. That's getting what you can afford to buy on the sexual marketplace.
Okay, so if I wanted a high value man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one.
Hey, man, my bad, y'all. The only reason why he's doing this is because of her attitude, man. Her attitude behind the message that he's trying to give her in a very, very generous way. Very generous.
I'm gonna be honest, you can't. You're 37 with 2 kids.
Ooh, and she 30.
If they're less than 10% of the men, why would he pick you over a woman with no children?
Why?
But Kevin, I talked to pretty good high.
And she's not getting it. It's like right there, but she won't receive the message. Why? Answer the question. Why would a man of value choose you? It's a great question.
I go on dates with high caliber men.
Yes, they will go on dates with you. They will talk to you. They'll have sex with you.
We talk about marriage.
I want you to understand this is what the issue is, because I've talked about this for a year and a half, because men will deal with you. What man of value, who is a high value man recognized by other men of value, what man that fits in that category is seriously vetting you to be a wife today?
I'm talking to someone now. I've been dating this guy now who's pretty high value, and we
Cap. I'm calling the cap, man. You can look at them doggone eyes and tell, man. She capping like crazy, bro. Stop the cap, man. You ain't got to lie to me.
We've been talking.
How old is he?
He's 51.
And what makes him high value?
He owns his own car dealership, and he has multiple businesses. He owns houses. Like he's doing pretty good for himself. He's probably not rich, but
ma'am, being high value is more than just money.
He got a good head on his shoulders. He got a good personality. He take care of himself. He work out. He don't even look like he.
Oh, Jesus Christ, ma'am. I'm trying to be reasonable, but it's more than just money. And I'm saying a man
and it's so crazy, man. I guarantee he gonna have to explain this thing to her about 5 or 6 times. What a high value man is. A lot of people think they know. She's trying to save face now. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely, man. She not getting the doggone picture, man, and he done painted it for her. It's vivid out here. Everybody see it.
Why would a man? How can I say this without sounding rude?
Kevin,
I'm trying to. Why would a man who has this going on, and what state are you in?
I am in Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay, I just said state. But anyway, why would a man who's choose a woman like that? Okay, if you say he's high value, to me, when I talk about high value, it's not just money.
Hold on. Hey, for real, man. If I was on the live stream, absolutely, dog. Absolutely, man. Please, man. Good grief.
Money, it's over a period of time. It's what you do. It's also men of value must recognize you as a peer or a potential peer. You got to have a network of high value men and others, and you must be useful to others in a group. So you judge a man not just on his money, by his network, by other men who say, yeah, that's a man of value. He's a mover or shaker, a
Yeah,
most eligible.
he
Okay,
got.
man, but these men don't settle. They don't settle. They don't get women who are. They don't. There are men on YouTube right now saying, I don't know what I'm talking about being high value. But here's one thing that they do agree with me on: they don't take a woman with children. They don't. I've had men who vehemently disagree with me on a lot of things. They don't listen to me, but unanimously, we don't take another man's children because that's not even in their mindset. They don't. So you ladies can call it what you want, and I'm thinking, how long have y'all been dating?
2 weeks now.
I said seriously, but considering you to be a wife in 2 weeks, ma'am. Yep.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to be serious here, man. But this young lady is showing all the way out, man. We said seriously vetting you to be a wife. And let her tell it. They've been having these conversations. This man has known you for 2 weeks. And man, come on. Come on, man. Come on, dog.
I said we've been talking about it.
Ma'am, that's what I'm saying, ma'am. I said, what man of value who's recognized by other men of value is seriously betting you to be a wife? And you said this man, you ain't known this dude but 2 weeks.
From the streets, I'm a bitch from the streets. I get
The only reason I'm pushing this hard, ma'am, is because it triggers me when I hear average women talking about settling for average men. And I'll be honest.
And that's exactly, I told you, that's exactly why he's grilling her the way that he's grilling her, because she said settle. I guarantee he probably, well, he's definitely being nice, but he probably wouldn't even laid it on her like that, man. The fact that she said settle because they don't have to. Absolutely. Yup. You're right. Absolutely, man. A guy that's high value that fits that criteria that, Kevin Samuel said. Right? No, but those type of guys are not checking for her, man. They not. She needs to stop this.
Why do it trigger you?
Because you'd be lucky to get an average man. He would be settling for you. He would be settling for you to have to deal with you, 2 children from somebody else. Yes, ma'am, that's why. Because
say something.
No, you asked, let me finish. He'd be settling for you because you.
God almighty. She's not understanding. So the type of average guy that Kevin is talking about is a man that's making, again, $42,500, don't have any children, just out there, a regular type of guy. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about one of these dudes, low quality type of guys, an average guy. Average men make a certain amount of money. Average men, have a certain type of physique about themselves, man. I'm looking at a lot of guys now, man. They are, let's just say that they're smaller than most of the women that are their height. All right. So those type of men, those are the men that he's referring to. And she continues to think that guy is, I don't know who the heck she think that guy is getting. I don't think this young lady has looked in the mirror in a while.
Because I got 2 children?
Amongst other things, yes.
She just keeps saying the children, man. It's other things that go into that, man. Let's just first off start about her mindset. Her mindset is where it starts. You got the mindset, you have, the body. She can, work out or whatever to get in shape. And then you have the 2 children. And ain't no telling what else gonna go along with that, man. But that mindset plays a big part in it as well.
good person to get along with. So
That may
Yeah, no. I'm gonna say I have to disagree with this based on the conversation that she has had with somebody that is showing her a huge amount of patience. And she talking about she's an easy person to get along with when she was just mocking him. A man that's probably twice her age. Let me say, what did she say? 37. He's still her elder, and she's disrespecting him, ma'am. That's cap.
maybe that may be, ma'am. That may be. You could be a perfectly lovely person, but there are other women who are perfectly lovely people who are childless and more physically appealing.
that's fine. Like, I mean,
So that means, so man, by definition, see, that's the thing. The kind of men you ladies talk about you want, they are rare. They are for every man that falls into your category, there are thousands of women.
Hold on, pause the stream. Absolutely, brother. I got to put your comment up there, man. Everybody pay attention. Absolutely, man. Couldn't have said it better myself. Having kids means you have to step up even higher in other aspects. So when just say for instance, you had a child or you had children with other men that you haven't been married to, or whatever the case may be, you're gonna have to step it up in other areas. She's gonna have to. I mean, I would have just went ahead and told you, you're gonna have to hit the gym. You're gonna have to get in shape. You're gonna have to work on your femininity because nothing about that says feminine at all. A softer approach. Learn how to be a man's piece. To be honest, she don't seem like she's anybody's piece. Make sure you have respectful children. That's another huge thing. If you want a man to get with you, it should be easy for him to come in and just basically get in where he fit in. But if you have those disrespectful children, and the more children you have, the more hits you take. All right. So the more you have to rely on that doggone femininity, being that man's piece and all of that. But most of these women don't understand it because they're listening to their other friends. And that's the reason why a lot of women remain single, because you're listening to your single friends. Or you're allowing people on the internet to gas you up. That's not it, man. That's not it. Because I guarantee you, those people are going to use and abuse you and keep on pushing.
Women that want him.
Hold on, let me take
He
it
can
back.
only have one. Ladies talk
Hold
about you want. They are rare. They are for every man that falls into your category, there are thousands of women that want him. He can only have one wife. That's
let
why.
you tell him he gonna have a lot of wives. I mean,
No. He's gonna have a lot. He's gonna have a lot of. He's gonna cheat a lot, but he's gonna have one wife. He can only marry one person. It's called bigger. All right, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. No, that's enough. You can only have one wife. Don't. No. That's all. You can only have one wife. Nope. You sat there and why did you marry your baby daddy?
That is a great freaking question. That is a terrific question. So my next question to follow up after that is, are your children by the same man? All right. Why didn't you marry their father?
This is
That's a
We
question.
grew apart.
Oh, Jesus, don't say it. You grew. Ooh, softball. You grew apart. Was that before or after the second child?
The second child, we was getting into arguments.
Okay, so listen, I mean, it's unfortunate, but at least she did have her children by the same guy. All right, you got to give us some points for that, or should we? Because that means you made the same mistake.
So, and how long were y'all together?
We was together since we were teenagers.
See, that's the problem.
Why the freak didn't y'all get? I don't understand that. Y'all been together since y'all were teenagers. Let's just say she was 19. She's 37 now. Why the freak didn't y'all get married?
There's another problem, man. You get no higher than your baby daddy. Because men.
Listen. Don't tell them nothing. They gonna keep hanging on to that doggone. They gonna keep hanging on to that bull. No, I know I can do better. Go, girl. Go ahead, dude. Tamara, what is it? Tia. Tia just broke up with Cord. We're gonna get into that a little bit later on.
Look at a woman, and then she look at her children, because men say, I'm not gonna go raise a lesser man's child. That's what happens.
You think all men think like that?
Majority.
You think I got 1 million subscribers on each platform because I don't know what I'm talking about?
Yo, this was back. Oh, this was in 2022. This was in 2022. Oh wow, bang. I wonder if that young lady is still single. I wonder if she's found a better man to take care of her and her two kids. The high value man that she's searching for.
You think I can do this night in, night out, and people co-sign? Ma'am, y'all would be better off to realize that more men think like this because the results show they do. You're almost like a mirror copy of Average at Best. The video that sparked a lot of this.
I ain't gonna say that. Now, the other young lady, she had one child, and she was a lot smaller. So I ain't gonna say a mirror image now. We ain't gonna do that, brother. And she ain't have no chest tattoos either.
She only had one kid. You got two.
Yeah. And I don't think she was she wasn't as annoying as this young lady is.
Yes.
You trying to make it seem like I'm you trying to
I'm saying I'm making it seem. No, I want you to understand that how we came in is the same thing that she said. You saying I would have to settle for an average man. And this is a men's platform. What do you think you were saying to all the men that are average men when you say that you will be settling for them?
Speaking and talking down to most of the men on this planet. Average is the majority. High value is a smaller percentage, the lesser part of men. So you basically talking down to most of the men on the earth when you say you'll be settling for an average man.
50% of men are average or below. You don't have a problem offending them.
No, I don't want to offend nobody.
When you say you settle for, okay, ma'am, if I said I settled for you, would that make you feel good?
A lot of people settle.
Answer the freaking question, man. God.
If I said I settled for, don't see when a woman doesn't answer a question directly, she's attempting to be deceptive.
Yes, I'll be mad. Yeah, I'll be mad.
Right. Thank you. So don't play with me. So when you say you're going to settle for an average man, you don't mind offending them. So I have no problem telling you why I think it's crazy for an average woman. Average, you say you're 6, I'll give you a 6, 5, 6. Okay, fine. But all the other things, man, puts you below average. I want you to listen. Let's take it away from you and me. Let's take it away from you and me and looks and everything else because it's too personal. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's reset the table. Okay. Where would it make sense for a high school graduate who graduated with a C, a 2.0, a C, a 2.0, right?
Listen, I love when Kevin started giving these examples, man. He is a master when it comes to these things. So what he'll do oftentimes, man, is he will back up and go at it in a different doggone direction to help people to understand. I got to salute that brother for that, man.
Would it make sense somebody like that demanding to get into Harvard, Princeton, MIT, Stanford?
No.
Would they be settling for junior college?
No.
You're JUCO. Junior college.
Oh my God, bro. Perfect.
2.0. But the way you talk and women like yourself talk is like you deserve to get into Princeton, Harvard, MIT, Stanford.
Yeah.
When you're a 2.0, going to junior college.
It's not bad.
Can I say something?
Sure. I mean, and understand people go to junior college and get associates, decide to go to
Absolutely.
junior college and go to a 4-year.
There's nothing wrong with average. That's what he be trying to get them to understand. There is nothing wrong with average. Absolutely nothing wrong with
And
average.
it would be far better in the world for women who are average to get with an average man because an average man provides a woman options. But I don't want you to get with an average man and feel like you're settling. You need to treat that man with respect
Facts.
because a man is worth more than a goddamn
I
paycheck.
would never. I mean, if I'm in a relationship with somebody, why would I disrespect them?
I'm talking about women in general. And well, you disrespected them by saying settling. That's why. That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. Saying I'm settling is a condescending, disrespectful tone. Just like you say, you would feel some kind of way if I said I settled for you. But my grandmother settled for my grandmother had a 6th grade education. My grandfather had a 4th grade education. She settled for him and gave us a family legacy that we are still trying to measure up to. We are not doing nearly as well as the people who had less education and more hard circumstances in the Black community before us. We are not good stewards of of their legacy, and part of the reason is because our women are so out of line. You think you're settling or should get more, and you can't get more. There are only a handful of these men, but the rest of the rest.
He's just trying to get her to understand, man. It's not saying that this is impossible, but when you start to really do the numbers, then understand that listen, the math is against you. All right, so you have to be a little bit more realistic about what you are asking for. And when you do get something that is decent, you need to appreciate. Well, when you do get someone that is decent, you need to show your appreciation because there's not too many men that's willing to step up and step into a situation that's like this. And if he does, then you need to show your appreciation every single day. All right? That's all he's saying, man.
Rest of women get men who roughly around their area. Yes, it's okay to want something better. It's okay to graduate with a 2.0 and want to get into Princeton or want better, but you got to be realistic and pick. Now, again, everybody who thinks I'm being a little harsh or whatever, she's 37 with 2 kids and still hasn't put together any real thought about what a marriage or a relationship should be. But y'all focus on my tone and my delivery and this and that. And all I'm sitting here trying to do is tell women like you, ma'am, that you would be life is better with somebody on your level. And understand something. I'm gonna say this and I'll let you speak. If I put you with a high value man,
she gonna fumble the doggone bag. And listen, the pickings is slim in the dating market right now. If you look at most of the people, man, oh my God, it is so freaking crazy. The men, some of the men seem like they turn into women. The women seem like they turn into men. And it's all over the freaking place. So when you think back last year, the year before that, times are a lot worse now. I mean, it is horrible out here. People only got one thing on their mind, and that's themselves. They gonna say and they gonna do whatever it takes to get whatever it is that they want from you. And then after that, you on the chopping blocks. You got to be careful, man. When you believe and you did the work, you did the research and all that other stuff. If you believe you have found somebody that is willing to put up with your mess, you need to act like it and stop having this settle type of doggone mindset. And understand, there's gonna be a lot of y'all that's then doggone hit the wall. And unfortunately, some of y'all ain't even gonna be able to find people that's on your level. You got to take a step down. Some of y'all, especially when you start thinking about everything else that's going against you. Weight plays a part in that. Your children play a part in that. Your mindset plays a part in that. Your womb plays a part in that. Your appearance, all of these things play a huge part in it. And just like my boy said earlier, man, when you have a child, that means if you have a child or you have kids, that means you have to step up even higher. You got to put more work in than somebody that doesn't have children. All right.
And you were his wife and you went around these places, do you feel like you would fit in a room with these women, their wives?
No.
Yes.
No,
Yes, because
absolutely.
I'm classy. I'm not a
No, no.
ratchet.
She talking about she classy. She talking about she not ratchet. And it's a big old chest tattoo sitting over here. You look at her appearance. I'm sorry, but this does not look well put together, man. It doesn't look polished. And my idea, this is just my idea. My idea of a wife, I think of a lady that's polished. Anytime she steps out, I do understand, everybody can't always look their best at any given moment. But anytime you step outside of that doggone house and you're going to be seen, then you need to fix yourself up. If you knew you were going to be on a show in front of thousands and thousands of people, then you need to try to look presentable because that says a lot about you, who you are. All right. It says a lot about what you think about yourself. And again, this does not look polished.
Type of woman.
And say you're ratchet.
I know how to speak. I know how to drink from a glass. I mean,
Ma'am, they would look, ma'am, ma'am, they would look at your chest tattoo and rule you out.
I could cover that with makeup, Kevin. I wouldn't even have
Okay,
this type of
okay. And see, that's another thing. I've had so many women who were married to these kind of men say these women have no idea how snarky and how vicious these women can be.
Yeah, them other wives. I mean, y'all probably have seen it on like TV shows and stuff. They not capping. That's how some of those women act for real, man.
And I got this when I was young.
It doesn't matter, ma'am. You got it. You still got two kids out of wedlock, ma'am. They're gonna. All the woman have to do is like, oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, Roger. Here's your wife. Hey, Miss Cleveland. Hey, how you doing? So, Roger, yeah, he's a VP of marketing. And where'd you graduate from college? What? Ohio? State? Michigan? Big Ten. You didn't graduate. Oh, you didn't graduate from college. Okay, all right.
It's a lot different when you start to get around those other women. That's what she needs to understand.
Mr. Kevin,
I'm just telling. Okay, never mind. They don't get it. They don't get it.
Can I say something? You said
you can say something. Go ahead.
I thought you said like college and all of that type of stuff didn't matter.
Not to me.
I said to men it doesn't matter, but I asked you being in the room with their wives. When you're in with the soccer moms and the 4-H club and the junior league and all these other women, women size you up. They're looking at everything about you. And you know how women can be. And if you don't, let me tell you, these women, they look at everything.
Everything.
But
all right, never mind. It's enough.
Can I? You said
at the end of the day, no, you don't get a high value men want something for their value. You may be a perfectly lovely woman, but they're limited in supply. And if you had as many options as he does, would you settle for a man like you?
Nope, absolutely not.
Would you settle for a woman like you? Would you do that? If you had as many options as men as he has in women, would you settle for you?
Yes, I would.
Of course you would. Outside of your mind.
Get your butt.
That's why I have no problem. That's why I have no problem staying on code. Because shame, insults, guilt, and need to be right. They're gonna keep going and 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 keep going. Keep going. Average at best, meet average at worst.
Holy Listen, man, before we get out of here, because we're gonna take a little quick 15-minute break or whatever, and I'm gonna go ahead and do another live stream. But he was just trying to get that young lady to understand you have the wrong type of mindset, all right? And that's where it starts from. Where in the world do you think you would be settling for an average man? If anything, the roles will be reversed and he'll be settling for you. But oftentimes, when you get those type of average men, they don't have any problem catering to that woman, doing the things that she want, all of these things. But the whole time, you still have a young lady that's behind him, or sometimes most of the time out in front of him, that thinks that she's too good for him. He better be glad that I'm here. And you got two children by another man. We don't even get into it like that, man. Look, boy, it's so many things that's wrong with this picture. It don't even make sense, man. He said, I've noticed good women stay away from most other women. Absolutely. Yes. Yes, 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 brother. Absolutely. You hit the nail on the head when it comes to that, man. Most of these guys, or most of these women, they stay away from them doggone chicks that's for the streets because they already know what comes with them. Gossip, a whole lot of mess, and everything else. Hold on, y'all. We actually, instead of us taking this break, we're gonna go ahead and welcome somebody to the show. Let me go ahead and bring her up. Hold on, let me get you on here. Ro, what's good? Is your mic on? We don't hear you.
Can you hear me?
You have to turn your mic on, Ro. We don't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Y'all forget, but she got a Boost mobile phone over there. she got a little cricket over there. But no, you're gonna have to check and see if you see like a little. Let me see.
Nah,
Yeah,
my
because
mic
I
says
didn't block your
my
audio,
mic is
man.
fine.
You got to get your audio straight. Let's see. Let me see. Let me put it up here by herself.
It says my mic is fine on my end. I don't know what's going on.
Man, we're gonna get you right. Take your time. Take your time. Why you trying to get that thing situated? We're gonna continue to go in on this young lady. But again, the only thing he was trying to get her to understand is, listen, man, stop having that type of mindset. And again, that's where it all starts from. Who's to say? If she has the right mindset, she's a little bit closer to getting the things that she wants in life. I ain't gonna say she's gonna get a high value man. That's probably reaching, but yeah. Bro, you good? You good over there, man?
I think it's working
I don't know
now.
what's wrong
I'm
with your
not
audio.
sure.
Over there set tripping. Is it something on my end?
I think it has to be your end because it
I
says
tell you what, I'm gonna let you go out real quick, and then when you come back in, I gotta talk to the camera. I'm gonna let you go out right quick, and then when you come back in, just make sure you select audio and you give them permission and whatnot. Okay.
all right.
All right. Hold on one second. Let me see how do I do this. Bam. Come back in when you're ready. But yeah, man, I was gonna take a little short break, but I guess we're gonna keep it rocking. But yeah, man, listen. And then I just want you guys to take a look at this young lady one more time, man. Man, listen, I'm not the one to try to talk about people, but we have to be realistic. You have to be realistic with this thing. Do you not think, hold on, let me make this bigger. Do you not think that most men don't see this? Do you not think that when most men look at you, again, men, we are visual creatures, all right? We love to look at something, you know what I'm saying? Just be like, hey, that's me right there. That's all me. And how many guys honestly are going to be championing this? Especially when you start thinking about high value men. Men that 100% of the women on earth want. Like, come on, man. Let me bring this doggone thing back up, man. No, not that one, not that one. Wait. So a lot of comments in here today. So when it's not just the children, because a womb does play a huge part in it, but everything else that goes along with that. You got a lot of things that's going against you, man. And this ain't it. One thing, I'm gonna say two things that people can honestly help. Women can honestly help. Let's say for instance, if you already done had a child or you've had children with somebody else, two things that you can help that can set you apart from the rest or get you close. I ain't gonna say set you apart, but can get you closer to those type of men that you want, those type of men that you value. One is gonna be your mindset, all right? Your attitude. Your attitude. Can't say that enough. Your attitude. That attitude alone. Oh man, when I tell you that, talking to some women, my doggone stomach just hurts, man. I've been around like feminine women, and now anytime I get around a young lady that's masculine, I have to separate myself from her, man. But that's one thing. All right, your attitude. The next thing would be your weight, your body. All right, work on these things. It's not hard. It's not like we're trying to be mean. It's not like anybody's trying to be evil. But if you honestly want these things in life, then something about you needs to change. Same thing goes for them little dudes out there, man. We're gonna get on y'all. We're gonna get on y'all. Let's see. Ro, I still don't hear your audio play. What you got going
Because I'm
on
not
here?
saying anything right now, but can you
You
hear
got the
me?
what's the names on? Damn,
Look,
Bird. Oh, let me
I'm trying my
stop
best. Can
sharing
you hear me?
screen. Let's see. I got your what's the name? Your volume all the way up. It has to be something with your audio.
It says that my audio is on and it says it's
Hmm.
working, but
Let
I'm
me
not
see. Do
sure.
you have a computer?
Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
Yeah, you want to try with your computer next.
I'm on it.
You want to try with your computer?
I'm on my. Okay.
Or are you saying you're on your computer?
Yes.
Oh, well, try with your phone then. Try with your phone, because that camera trash anyway. Yo, hey man, that's my dog for work, man. Me and Ro be tripping out, dog. You know I got to mess with you, man. Oh Lord. Yo, I'm gonna go ahead and knock you out real quick, and then yeah, try on your phone. But I think you got to do Safari or something. I'm pretty sure it'll work good like that. All right. Let me see. Did I do it? All right. So Roy's gonna come back in, guys. We having some technical difficulties or whatnot, but we gonna get everything situated. Actually had, let's see, put that out there. Hold on one second. There we go. See that looks a lot better. Let's see. Can we get any audio is the question.
Can you hear me?
Still don't hear any audio.
You can't
Is
hear
that
me?
something I'm doing?
It has to be you. It can't be me.
Is it me? Is it me, y'all? It can't be me, man. It can't be. Who is this? We got somebody. Yo, what's going on? I'm still speaking to y'all, man. I'm still trying to keep up with these comments down below. We're in the process of trying to get Ro right, man. Let's see. Let's see. Move her and put her back in there. Push to talk. I'm over here pressing like. Oh Lord, man. I don't know. All right, bro. Let's see, man. I'm gonna holler at you. Hmm. Oh, I know what I can do. I can probably walk you through everything. I'll tell you what. FaceTime me. FaceTime me, and I'll walk you through everything. Okay. FaceTime me on the what's today. All right. We're gonna get her straight, man. We're gonna get up out of there. She she's struggling right now. We're gonna get up out of there. All right. So what I'm actually gonna do is we're gonna review because I want to do this little hot take. Ooh, good grief. Hold on, man. I'll go. What's her name? Yo. Yo, what's up? See what I'm saying? Y'all hear that? Look. Boy, hey, that's that cricket for you, boy. That's that cricket. Good night. All right. I think it's your system. Let's see. Okay, so you got the invite. You got the invite. Yeah. I emailed it to myself. I was on my laptop. Oh, okay. So I'm trying to figure out why isn't that working though. That's so weird. Let's see here. As it was working for me, like my mic was like the sound was going up for me. I did the double checked everything. So it has to be your end. That's so freaking weird. Oh. Background sound affecting only on your end. Holy shit. Is this it? Is that what I was forgetting? Maybe that was it. Okay, try to.
You have me doing this whole thing. Have me thinking it was me.
Hey, my people, y'all know this is new. This is a new software. Katie trying to get together, man. So y'all just
all right. I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna go on my laptop though.
Okay, yeah, cool.
I'm trying my laptop.
Let me make sure. Hold on, y'all. Hold on 1 second. Y'all give us a few seconds to get this thing situated. We'll be right back after this short musical interlude.
This laptop was bad.
Huh?
My camera on my laptop bad. I'm gonna just join on my phone if it is.
Man, it's all good. You know what I'm saying? They know how you look. They know. We have another guy. What's his face, man? Matter of fact, we could do it like that too. Hold on, I got an idea. If that don't work, I got another idea.
If what don't work?
If this don't work. What I can do is we can do both. We can use the audio from the phone if we have to, and just use the video from your what's the name, your camera, your laptop, because the audio is coming in loud and clear.
Yeah, talk about my cricket, huh? Yes, you got work.
It be like that sometimes. Hard out here. Yes, indeed.
Put some shea butter on my face. I don't want to look too ashy on the camera now.
I mean, they got a lot of the camera.
I'm gonna turn my.
Oh shit! Hold on a minute. I think I got you. Yo, we in there. Let's go. There we go. We ain't even got to do that. Let's go, people. Hold on. So was it this? Let me see. Hello? Yeah, that's what it was. Okay, I got you, y'all. I figured it out. Testing 1, 2. Let me make sure everything is good on this end, and we're gonna start off with the quick fire questions, man. I got some questions I got to ask you, Ro, if you don't mind. But let me test this thing out real quick.
Katie, right, you sound very far away.
I do?
Oh, it's connected to my headphones. Sorry.
All right, yeah, that's my time. I'm going.
My apologies. I'm like, that was some with his stuff going on.
All right, let me make sure we don't have any echo. Testing. Okay, here we go. We in there.
Finally, had some technical difficulties.
So that was all me, y'all. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. I'm gonna take that to the face.
Yep.
All right. Somebody else said, "Hey, what's going on? From India, right? You're from India, correct?" I want to say that. That's my friend from India. What's good? How is it over there? What up? So we actually about to get into a little quick rapid fire or whatnot, man. Ro, you got anything you want to tell the people? My bad, y'all. We actually have some issues and whatnot. But you got anything you want to tell the people? You know what I'm saying? Where they can find you? Got like a little TikTok, Instagram, or something you want to leak out there? You want to have some people stalk you? Feel free to do that.
I mean, it's not that hard to find me anywhere. My name is my name.
Hey, there we go. I don't know what the hell that means, but we'll go ahead and rock with it, though. How was your day, man?
It's today.
How was your day?
I mean, my day was as good as it can be. I'm off work, so.
Oh yeah, true that.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So what we gonna do? We gonna go through some quick fire questions, man. I'm gonna try to stay off from those other things. All right. So people can get to know Ro a little bit better before we get down with the get down. Ro, you want to tell people how tall you are?
I am 5'3.5", everyone.
Okay, yep. All right. What's the last place you done traveled?
The last place I was traveling in had to be Florida or New
What's your
Orleans.
okay favorite song?
Oh wow, it's a loaded question. I guess you could say my favorite song currently is "Pick Up Your Feelings" by Jasmine Sullivan.
Okay, all right. One song you can speak word for word, or you can sing word for word.
Um, "Pick Up Your Feelings" by Jasmine Sullivan.
What's your favorite app?
My favorite app,
Hmm.
Instagram or Pinterest.
Okay. Well, you got to choose one, man. Say favorite app.
Okay, Pinterest.
Over IG? That's weird. Favorite show?
Favorite show is Supernatural.
Favorite shoe?
Favorite shoot,
Hmm.
uh, define shoot.
Like sneaker, Jordan,
Oh, you
Nike.
said shoe. My bad.
Yeah.
My favorite shoe is probably Jordan.
Okay. Favorite sport?
Baseball.
Hidden talent.
Uh, I guess you could say that I can sing. I guess.
Oh, wait a minute, y'all. Let me go.
No,
So
no,
let
no, no,
me
no. I shouldn't even said it. I shouldn't even said it. Mm-mm.
Oh, somebody say they love Supernatural too.
Yes,
That's
it's a
what's up
very
over there
good
in
show.
India. That's what it do.
Yep.
That's dope, man. I've never heard of that. You said who it's from?
Uh, it's like it's a show about like fighting supernatural beings and like brotherly love all over the
Oh,
country. It's really interesting. I mean, if you're into that kind of stuff like vampires and werewolves, it's very interesting.
I rock
Demons,
with it.
angels, the
I'm
whole
a little
works.
bit more on the other zombie side, but I can rock with it.
Yeah.
What's your favorite food or snack?
My favorite snack has to be pretzels,
Go to drink.
water.
You despise people who
Put themselves in every situation. They don't have any empathy.
okay. Best year.
Uh, Probably 2016.
One goal.
To be a mother.
We're gonna say to be a wife first and then be a
Okay. Okay.
mother.
Okay, Katie.
First,
To be a wife,
first,
I guess.
there we go. Salute. Y'all heard it. Y'all heard it. We're gonna get it right. We're gonna get it right. First place to travel to. I mean one place to travel to, my bad.
I'd probably want to travel to Paris. It's been a dream of mine and my cousins since we were about 11 years old. We built a business in the basement by designing clothes and putting on fashion shows for our aunts and uncles in the basement from clothes we just threw together. We would draw clothes, color clothes, and it was called Hotties. Horrible
Oh
name.
wow. All days. That's dope, man. So what is your dream car?
um any car that can take me from point A to point B, honestly.
Stop the cap, man. You got
I'm
a
kidding,
dream car.
I'm kidding, I'm kidding. It's probably 60s Chevy Impala.
Ooh,
Great
okay,
year.
okay. Ain't mad at it. Dream job.
I would love to be a child therapist
Okay. And why is that?
because many children have lots of problems and things that they go through that they cannot understand and don't feel comfortable speaking to their families about. And I would love to be that outlet for them.
Oh, that's dope, man. See, let me tell you something, man. Hey, y'all see the type of people that I rock with, man. She's so sweet. She ain't just doing it for the camera either, man. Oh Lord. All right, so let's go ahead and get into some of these questions real quick, man. We're just gonna bounce around a little bit or whatnot, man. And y'all, I'm gonna do my best because I know people be getting on me about this all the time, man. I'm gonna do my best to try to make sure I pay attention to the comments. All right. Okay. All right. So, question: how do you know if somebody really rock with you?
Hmm.
Oh, have mercy.
That's a good
Oh,
question.
man, listen.
Now, is this from personal stance or from?
Yeah, from whatever you think, whatever you believe.
Hmm.
You know, maybe you can share some knowledge to somebody that maybe, hopefully, we can help.
Yes, definitely. Um, well, personally for me, I feel that I'm a very sensitive person. I cry very easily. It takes a lot for me to put my trust into someone, and I tend to look at the small things, especially in a relationship. I guess people will call it love language in the society that we're in today. But personally, I feel that um, acts of affection would be me personally.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, man, oh my God. Woo. How do you know if somebody is real, man? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I honestly, after what I have been seeing lately, man, you never really know. Unfortunately, man, like I have seen so many people break up after 10, 14, 35 years, like Curry and his Steph Curry's dad and his mom end up breaking up because of infidelity issues or whatever. But that really wasn't while I was tripping. What I'm tripping on is, I mean, we still have the facts right now, but you have somebody like Tia and Corey, they separated, and he didn't even commit anything. He did nothing from my knowledge or from anybody else's knowledge. And all of a sudden, somebody can just get up and just walk away. That's some scary ish, man. So I mean, it's unfortunate, y'all. But I'm just gonna keep it, man. I'm just gonna say I don't know. It's hard out here, man. You got to be careful. No, this is actually one of my coworkers. This is one of my coworkers. Oh, we got a question from the Ultimate Red Pill channel. Why is femininity so important to you? Oh, loaded question, bro. All right.
I would love to know as well.
Hold on, wait a minute. All right, so to give a straight up answer, it's like this: femininity is a drug. Like you spend your whole entire life thinking that something is one way and this is how things are supposed to be, and then you run into a person or somebody that has that feminine energy, and it fuels you in a way that you've never felt before. And I'm just like, yo, what the heck have I been missing, man? So I don't know, man. Femininity is it's a drug, it's a power, it's a feeling that I cannot freaking describe, man. And that's why I always tell men it is so much better on this side when you have, you know, women around you. I'm not just talking about a girlfriend, but you just have women in general that are around you that embrace that femininity. It just makes you want to do more and be a better person. Like it just ties into a whole lot of different things, man. So that's why femininity is important to me, man. And also that ties into my peace and everything. And she know, like we be chilling at work or whatever, but boy, if somebody walk past and oh my God, they show any sign. I'm talking about any sign of
He
masculine.
pick it up so fast. He picks it up so fast. I mean, they walk by and I'm like, wait, who? Who are we talking about?
This thing irks my freaking nerves, man. Like to a whole nother. Oh, we got another. Hold on. Women. Thank you. I appreciate it. I thought you just grilling me or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let the people speak, dog. Uh, why women? Why is masculinity, a masculine man, so important to you?
Okay.
I like that question. I like that question.
Woo. Well, if I could answer, well, I'm supposed to answer this question, but to me, I feel like masculinity is important is because a woman's role is to follow. We're supposed to be submissive, and a man is supposed to lead. In the Bible, it says that the man is supposed to be the head of the household, and the woman is supposed to follow the man. Mm-hmm. And that's how the world has always been. But with times that have changed, where women has gotten rights, and we have same pay now, and we're not always in the house anymore, just taking care of the kids. Women have found a new sense of like standing on their own 2 feet now, not just behind the man. And I find it very interesting, especially in the society that we are today, because feminism is so important. And if you're not a feminist, then you're not for women's rights. But no one has ever said that. Many women feel that they can be a feminist, but they can still be dependent on someone.
Right.
So I feel that it's so important because as a woman, you want to follow. You don't always want to be just on your own.
Yeah.
You don't want to be independent. Sometimes it'd be nice to just go home and listen to your husband. It'd be nice to do things because that's our actual nature.
Right. That's what you're supposed to do. See, the problem is, I think that most women don't know how to turn that off and turn that on. And that's why I always say I don't think it is possible. I mean, until I have seen different, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's like either you are or you aren't. It might be a small percentage of women that's able to do that, to turn it off and turn it on. I have yet to see that though, honestly. Got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. And I was speaking with a young lady the other day. Wait a minute, let me see. Actually, I'll pull it up in just a second. Let me answer this one more question real quick before we get back to our questions. How both of you see life as a grown up? Can you share your experiences? Oh, okay, all right. I can tell you right now, man. Being a kid, I used to think it was so freaking hard. Until you get out on your own and your butts have to start paying bills. And at one point in time, you're at the point where you have to work. You have to work in order to pay bills. And it's a freaking cycle. Man, let me tell you something. Man, I would have cherished those moments a lot more if I would have known what I know now. It's not easy, man. It's not easy. But I definitely, I'm enjoying the journey, though, man. I'm enjoying the journey. It's been a lot of crazy experience, but we're gonna do that in story time. We might do a little spin off of this thing where we actually have story time and Katie kind of bring y'all into his world a little bit. I actually did that on my main channel. But you got any experiences you want to share, Ro?
I mean, I have plenty of experiences I would love to share, but I'd probably be here all night. But I feel like it's really hard to see yourself as a grown up because you always have that time where you're childish because you can't always be so hard and not have your own moments where you can still like bring out the kid in you and not be seen as immature.
Yeah.
Many people think that being an adult is just it's like it's more so on paying bills and stuff like that, but it's also a mindset because you can do that. You can still pay bills, you can still be paying your car note, you can do all that, but you can still have a mindset of a child. And it's very interesting. It's a good question.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thank you.
Baby Jack. Calm down, Sailor. Calm down, man. Oh boy, the attack mode right now. Relax. They will come get you, boy. I'm telling you. Woo. All right. Oh, interesting. I'll go to that one in just a second. Let's go back to this one. Oh, okay. So at what age should we settle down and get married for the people that do want to get married?
That is an amazing question. Because I think about that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it would be 25. Now, hear me out, because I feel like people assume that once you graduate high school, you got to go straight to college, get it out the way. But when you're out of high school, you don't really know who you are. You're still searching for that career that you want to do. Like my motto is why it's so hard to find a career right now is because I don't want to look back when I'm 40 years old and say that I hate my job.
Yeah.
I do not want to do that. But
the reality that most of us live in.
25 is set because once your kids are 18, you're not about to hit your 60s. You still have time to live your own life. It's like that right moment for you.
Facts. Oh man. At what age do I think somebody should settle down and get married? I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna say for women, y'all know how I look at it. Women and men are different. They say most men don't hit their financial stride until they're in their 50s. And when you think about women, Most women are hyper. They want a man that can take care of them. And when you look at a young lady, when she's coming out of high school or whatever, maybe going to college or whatnot, she's at her peak when it comes to her beauty. And that's pretty much how we pay for, or put women on the sexual market value. We measure you by your beauty. And a man oftentimes is measured by the amount of money that he got in his pocket, his ability to provide, to protect, and all of these other things. And so, for a man, I would say he's going to be in his 30s. For a young lady, I would say in her early 20s. That's just my take on it. I think that's a pretty safe answer. Good grief, damn, Berg, we got some paragraphs over here. Do you think that we should respect the societal vision, other people's decisions, if we are capable of doing everything as we like? Damn, Burger, man. Good grief. Somebody coming with the heat tonight, ain't it?
Right.
Am I gonna be able to get the one doggone questions? Let me see. You want to start? You want to start off?
No, you go ahead. You go first.
All right. Let's see, man. People's decision if we are capable of doing it. Decision. Do I think we should respect the society's decision? Other people's decision capable of doing as we like. I don't know, man. That's kind of a loaded question, man. To be honest, I don't know, man. I have no idea. I think some people, it's gonna depend on some people, man. Some people actually need to depend on some people need that doggone crutch to kind of depend on. You have some people that are able to do it, man. But when I think about majority of people are dumb. I'm sorry. Majority of people they need a little bit of guidance, boundaries, and all the rest of those other things. So I would say for the majority, yes. That's just my opinion.
Well, I feel like it's interesting.
Lights are hot. Go ahead, Ro. Go ahead.
I think that I think everyone is capable of making their own decision, but I definitely agree with KD because I feel like society are like everyone is sheep these days. Everyone follows what everyone else does. Everyone is very
Hold on one second. Hey, y'all listen here, man. Hey, she the only one on the podcast, man. Y'all don't forget who running this, man. I'm gonna feel some type of way, dog. I'm used to getting all the comments. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
but society is very sheep-like. Everyone wants the same pair of shoes. I was just talking to KD at work the other day about these shoes that I want to get. They're low black and white one dunks, and I'm like, I want to get them, but everyone keeps saying this about it and saying that about it. But he's like, why don't you get it? Because you want it. And that's a very good way to put it because everyone follows what everyone else does. It's the same way. It's always been like that.
That's expensive. That way is expensive, man. For real. Fall behind, you can get real expensive.
You see how all the cars look the same. I mean, the build of a BMW and the build of a Porsche or the build of a Ferrari, a Corvette, everything is the same. It's just based off the prices. And everyone wants to look like they got it. Everyone wants to wear ice and look the same way. Be different. Stand out. That's how I would put it.
All right, come on. I hear you, Red Pill. Just give me a second, brother. All right, should I start a podcast? I mean, I feel like everybody is now, man. Everybody's starting a podcast. Everybody, you have a voice, man. Just understand that it's not easy. Like, if you honestly want to do this, like every week at least, and it don't just stop at just one episode, man. So if you're willing to really put in the time and the effort, I would say yes. But don't get into it for the money. Because I promise you, it ain't as easy as a lot of people think it is. Because we started our podcast like maybe a year ago, and we had like the fastest growing podcast out of Charlotte before we stopped, and we literally made like maybe $20. I don't even think it was $20, maybe $15. And the only reason why we made that is because we was on my main channel, and somebody actually just gifted us, that money or whatnot. But yeah, if you trying to get started for the money, then I don't recommend you do it, brother. It's a waste of time if you thinking about it like that. I think that may have been a question for me.
I
All
believe
right. The next question is: do you feel like you can express yourself to your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, or anyone from the opposite sex?
Repeat that, please.
Oh, do you feel like you can express yourself to either your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your wife, your husband, or anyone from the opposite sex without being judged? I mean, I'll go first. No, man, I believe, even if somebody doesn't say it, out of their mouth, I do believe that people are going to judge. Would I give that the reason not to? No. If you feel like you have somebody that you can trust, that you're honestly rocking with, then just know they're probably gonna judge you in their head. But yeah. But do I feel like I have someone? No, that's gonna judge me without. Well, that's gonna. I'll be able to express myself without them passing judgment or no. I don't feel like that. I don't think nobody rocking like that, honestly.
Well, I think that everyone's gonna judge you in any like little way, big way. You're always gonna be judged because that is how society is. You got to be careful what you share with people. You got to be careful what you say because somehow, some way, someone will judge you. Like there's some people that don't like, my hair. There's some people don't like his hair. Like it's just the way you move around people. It has to be. It's like playing chess throughout the day.
Absolutely, yeah. That's how you gotta live your life these days, man. Everything is chess. When you both come to my country, I'm gonna be honest with you. I would not mind traveling. The only thing is, I don't have a passport just yet. My very first flight was this year, and that was to where did we go? We went to California. We went to Cali, and I was scared. It's gonna take some time before I make a trip like that, man. But hey, when time comes, I wouldn't mind, going over there and whatnot, checking that out. I don't know about Ro.
Oh, I probably would. I love traveling.
Right, because she always on the move, man.
Always.
So why are the finest women in the world being cheated on? You got Halle Berry, Sanaa Lathan, Nia Long, and all the rest of the other chicks out here, man. Why do you think these women are being cheated on? These gorgeous, just beautiful women. Why do you think they're being cheated on?
Why do you think they're being cheated on?
Well, I would say this, man. It's not just about beauty alone. Got to understand that, man. You got to have a lot of other qualities that go along with that. Brain, for one. All right. So you got to make sure whoever you give your time to, make sure you vet that person and you understand exactly what that person. Well, I would say just have those uncomfortable conversations with that person and really get to know them. Do a background check. I don't give a damn what nobody say. They say check the Carfax, check the whole facts. I need to know who you was dating, the reason why y'all broke up. I need to know all of that stuff, man. If I'm going to be giving you my time and my energy, then I need to know who I'm investing in. And I think most of these women don't do their due diligence. That's the reason why a lot of them end up getting cheated on and going through the things that they're going through. It ain't just about looks. You need to understand that. That's all you hear in the media. She was so beautiful. Why would he cheat on her? It ain't just about that, bro. For real.
Mm-hmm.
About that, man. You need to understand that.
Yeah, I agree with that. Honestly, it's always something because this is why I don't understand with like celebrities and stuff like that. Everyone is always in their life. Like, how is their private life? How are they when the cameras aren't on them?
Right.
But there are some beautiful women that aren't famous. Like women will always be cheated on. It's just like not always what they lack, it's what the other man lacks as well. Maybe he lacks commitment. Maybe he lacks something that he feels that he's just insecure about with the woman that he's with. And I feel that it's a very good question because maybe she didn't cook, maybe she didn't clean, maybe it's just something about her that the man just felt that he couldn't take anymore and he went to go find it somewhere else.
Right. Yeah, and that's what that's what it's really about, man. Most of the time, it's something that he's lacking at home, and so he's searching for it elsewhere. And a lot of times, it has a lot to do with emotions, man. Sometimes it's not even a doggone physical. It's just the fact that that man probably feels like when I go over there and I'm talking to her, or I'm dealing with her, I don't have to worry about being stressed out. You know what I mean? I was about to get into something, but I ain't even gonna go down that. I ain't gonna go down that rabbit hole because I know I have, I have a whole heap of people. Just got to be careful, man. You got to be careful. Hold on, what kind of girls is good these days for life? Keeps living. Some little tips. Man, all right. Well, you know what I'm saying. Roy, you wanna give us some tips real quick or whatnot? I got a whole. Where my board at? Where my board at? We can go down the whole doggone thing when it comes to this, man.
If he do that, he gonna be here forever. But what kind of girl is good these days for life? Who keeps energy full, living life? I feel like it's based off you doing you. You got to live life without feeling like, what is someone going to say? How is someone going to feel about me if I do this? You just got to be you, unapologetically you as well. You can't keep caring what other people are going to think. You can't keep caring what other people are going to say about you. If you keep doing that, then you're going to get nowhere in life. You're going to feel like you're stuck. It's like sinking in quicksand. You have to defeat the mental before the physical.
Yes, I'll go ahead and piggyback. I'll piggyback off what she just said, man. I think a lot of times when people get into relationships or when they start talking to people, they always want to show the fake side of them instead of being real and being honest about who they are. So instead of just giving that person this is how I am. It's possible that I could improve, but this is exactly who I am. I want to show you exactly who I am before we go down any one of these doggone roads. So up front, she got a bad attitude or he has a bad attitude. You already know up front that they don't like nobody smacking in their doggone ear. Like just little things like that, man. Instead of you again showing this BS, this doggone putting that doggone costume on, just be upfront and honest with those doggone people, and just you can take it or leave it. I think that's probably the best. What's the name? I can probably give anybody, man. Ooh, oh Lord, man, listen, hamburger. Okay, so we here, so we here now. Why do men lose sexual attraction to their woman in long-term relationships, and how do they get that back? Ah, damn. Dang, what time is it? It's about time to get off this line, man. No, I'm messing with you, bro, man. Man, listen. So I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm not a sex therapist or a therapist in any type of way. So take this thing with a grain of salt, man. I can only give you what I think, but still, take it with a grain of salt. I would say this, man. I would first look at myself. You know what I mean? When I think about, sexual, the first thing that pops into my mind when I think about sexual attraction, are you taking care of yourself? Are you taking care of your body? Because I know when men tend to get older, because you said a long-term relationship. So I imagine, this has been a couple of years in. You want to make sure you're taking care of your health. All right. Because instead of you being a bull, you turn into a little sniper, man. That thing just all over the place. So I would say first take care of your health. All right. And then explore some of the reasons why y'all got together, why you fell in love with her. And, take your time to really explore the young lady, whoever you're with or whatever. Explore her body, man. they call it foreplay. I mean, I'm not familiar with these things. I don't do these type of things, but yeah, just take. You got to take your time, brother. You got to take your time, man. Stop trying to be a drill sergeant all the time, dog. For real. But yeah, that's. I wasn't expecting one of these questions tonight, man. Again, man, I would definitely go see a therapist. I cannot recommend that enough. Go see a therapist and possibly see like what's going on, man. You know, maybe go see a therapist first, and then bring her in and let her know. Ro, you want?
Uh, I would say, me personally, I wouldn't go talk to a therapist before I talk to my husband about my problems with him.
Salute. I respect that.
Because, maybe you can solve this issue together. And if you feel that you can't get anywhere with you and her, maybe proceed to go in to seek help from a professional. Like he said, we are not therapists, we are not sex therapists
Right.
either, but maybe see what you can do together to make it seem fun again.
Yeah.
Women tend to take into account the little things that men do, like, oh, he remembered this about me, oh, he remembered that, oh, he remembered that my favorite food or my favorite Starbucks drink with all the little bitty, like, oh, extra shot of vanilla, please.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
like it's like when men listen, because women, we talk a lot throughout the day, and I mean a lot. I could probably talk someone's ear off. But, but I think that, like he said, remembering why you guys got together in the first place, and
Absolutely.
don't try to find it outside of the marriage, because you love this woman and you
Absolutely.
married her for a reason. Don't jump to another woman just yet, because the woman will try to seek out what she did wrong, and it'll break her down. But then you'll forget that you were broke down as well.
I can feel that. I can definitely feel that. I can rock with that, man. Kylie, what did you say? If you stress a guy out, he'll start losing. Right, and that could be another reason. You know what I mean? But again, the first thing that I would do is I would look at myself before we start looking at other people, though. But yeah, that could be a reason why. Man, listen, most of them doggone relationships that's going sour. Unfortunately, man, you got people that do too much of that, and they wonder why. You wonder why you done ran that man off. Slap. I just read it. I want to slap. Wait a minute. Hold on. Good, great. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. You know what I'm
You
saying?
finally got a comment.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
It's been a good many times I've been wanting to put hands on people as well, man. But we don't kind of graduate from that. We trying to better ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a better way. It's a better way. Absolutely, man. Men and women are different, brother. Men and women are different.
Tell me which is important. Not too much to maintain. I think to maintain stability, to answer your question, I think that it would be like keeping up the fun things. Like,
Oh.
I love seeing a couple that's like in their older days,
Uh-huh.
and
Yeah.
I just love, and they're out, like, just going out to get ice cream or going out for a walk in the park. They're still keeping up that stuff that they used to do, that they find fun. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I like going shopping. Maybe go shopping. Just take a day out of your busy week. Probably you work, he doesn't, or you both work, or you stay home with the kids. Probably take some time and focus on each other. That's why
Facts.
some people renew their wedding vows.
Hey, I've definitely seen a good many of people that do that. My bad. I actually kind of sped past that, man. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely. I would agree with her on that, man. My bad. I sped past. I'm trying to keep up with everything, y'all. Just forgive me. This has been one of them times. I'm just now getting on this doggone software, so I'm not 100% familiar with everything, man. Don't worry, we're gonna get better. We're gonna get better. All right, let's see what else we got. How do you maintain? Wait. Yeah, how do they maintain a faithful and stay together? So they're talking about celebrities like Denzel Washington, Samuel L. and Jamie Lee. Is that Curtis? Jamie Lee C. I don't know if she's married or not. But how do these people maintain a faithful relationship and stay together when everybody else is breaking up? I mean, when you look at most of them people, man, no offense, but that's the older generation. I mean, I hate to put it like that, but Denzel Washington, 60s, Samuel, 60s or 70s, Jamie Lee Curtis, 60s or 70s. I'm not saying they don't make it like they used to, but I don't know. I just look at most people, man. They don't just get married just because of love. You know what I mean? I think some of these people it's more than that, man. It's commitment. You know, when we stood at this altar, we made a commitment before God. We made a commitment before our family, your family. We made a commitment to each other. We made a commitment to ourselves. And again, you see the younger generation. It's easier now, man. You know what I'm saying? You can easily slide in somebody's DMs and meet up with them. Back then, it was completely different, man. So I think their views is going to be a lot different from the way that we view the world now. Why do you think those Denzel Washington, Jamie Lee Curtis? I think that Jamie Lee Curtis and Samuel Ellis are together. Why do you think they're still able to maintain a faithful relationship and stay together, even though everybody else is breaking up around them?
Well, we never know what's going on behind the scenes with the famous people. So we really can't I can't put my input on it. But me personally, I think that what would play part in it is in their age, the money that they have, I would not take my chances leaving in a very stable. I don't want to sound like that person, but I'm in that way that I am,
Yeah.
and I'm set. He got the money. I
Mhm.
don't really got to do nothing, and I'm up in there in age like that. I'm going to settle with that because I'm comfortable. I'm fine. I can do
And
what I want while he's out and about
Mhm.
in his movie and doing all the stuff that he does.
Yeah.
Like I would not take my chances going out looking for another man at 60 years old. Okay.
And I want to say it was a study that was conducted or something. It was saying that uh, people are getting the divorce at like a 70% rate or something like that. But when you look at people that have passed that threshold of $250,000, it drops significantly from like 70 to like less than, I want to say less than 30 or something like that. It drops big time. So I can definitely agree with that, man. When you with somebody that got a certain amount of money, you just like, hey, just do what you do, man. Just don't bring what they say. Don't bring any babies. Don't bring any diseases. And I forgot what the last one was, man. Don't bring no drama. No drama back, man. For the most part. I mean, I guess I can understand that, man. Damn burger. We got another one up here. I think this is actually for you. This is just for you.
I think whatever people find important to themselves is important. Uh, Everyone has their own opinion on things, but I think that I could probably name at least a few. But you want me to name one? I would probably say social standards, especially towards women, is very interesting topic because the way society is now, everyone has their own opinion. They're not afraid to share their opinion, and if the opinion is not matched with the person's opinion, then their opinion does not matter at all, and they don't want to hear about their own the person's opinion because they disagree with them. But I feel like social traditions is one. I mean, social standards is one because I remember one time me and Katie were talking at work, and we were talking about how if a woman goes around and sleep with everyone, she'll be labeled as a slut. But if the man does, he's a player and player, he gonna get dapped up by another man. But let it be another woman, she will have such trouble in society today finding a husband and any other thing that you could probably think of because she's not worthy of because she has so many bodies. So
That's just how it is, man. That's just how things are set up. It has been that way for generations and generations. This is not anything new, man. Like she said, we had this conversation, man. When you look at, kings from way back when. I mean, even look at queens now. It is not. You're not gonna find, like, if the king dies, most of the time that queen don't remarry. I mean, if she do got a little on the side, you ain't gonna know about it.
usually it's like the general somebody, but no one talks about it. But the
Right.
king can openly have a mistress.
Absolutely, it's acceptable. That's just what's acceptable in society. Even though they're trying to change that now, man. But I don't think that ain't gonna never be acceptable. Not in men's eyes. They can try to make it acceptable in society, but it ain't gonna never be acceptable.
I
You
mean, back
tell,
in the Victorian era, if woman had to keep her virginity, she couldn't be kissed. She couldn't be alone in the room with somebody else.
that
And if
part.
she had her virginity, she would be in such a high standard that so many men would throw money at the parents. It would be a dowry.
Yep.
Not well, it wouldn't be the dowry. The parents would give the husband, but still,
Mhm.
it would be
Yeah.
that it would be such high. It was like the most perfection thing.
Yeah.
It was what everyone would fight for. It would be
She
her
for the
virginity.
streets. She for the streets. You said it in a second, dog. She for the streets. Ain't nobody dealing with that mess. What do you? No, we'll do that one later. What are your principles? What are principles and values in life? What are your principles and values?
What are my principles and values?
Mine is definitely it's gonna start. It's definitely gonna start off with hard work, man. Like, I would not be who I am if it wasn't for that principle alone. Like, I've been taught that from, watching my mom, my pops, pretty much everybody that I grew up around. Hard work, dedication, don't complain. All that stuff pretty much falls up under the same umbrella. Uh, Being a man of your word, if you say you're gonna do something, do it, stick to it. Let me see. I think those two things are probably what stick with me more than anything else. Just basically being a man of your word and hard work, dedication, man. And again, not complaining. I cannot stand. We ain't gonna get into it, but yeah, that would be mine.
I'm laughing about the can't stand complaining part.
Yeah,
Everything
man.
else I agree with personally. But one thing I agree with KD on the dedication part. Because if you're not working towards anything, what are you doing with your life?
Mhm.
Like, I understand, like, nomads, it's something that's very honorable because you choose to just drop everything in your life and do what you want to do. That's what I think is very noble, is doing what you want to do. Don't let someone else's decisions or whatever they say affect how you live your own life. Is how I would take that.
Facts.
That's something I value.
All right, here we go, man. We're gonna go ahead and bring this in really, really quick. I want to touch in on this. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Hot diggity dog. So let's talk about it, man. Tia broke up. Well, she filed for divorce. Tia filed for divorce from her husband, Corey. Now, I did a quick little dive in on this thing. I got tired of people bashing this man in the freaking comments, man. I'm talking about they were going ham. He had to cheat. That's the only reason why Tia would be in such of a rush to file for divorce. I just thought that was interesting, man. I thought that was very, very. Have you heard? Well, I'm pretty sure you probably heard about this. What is your take on this? Hey, hello, hello. Yeah. What is your take on it, Ro?
Tia filing for divorce against her husband.
Yeah,
I feel
Corey.
that
You think he cheated?
I don't know. There's always something else going on in someone else's life. It necessarily can't be cheating. It could be that he stopped showing attention. It could be he started drawing away from her. It could be plenty of things that a woman decides that she doesn't want to deal with anymore, and she just decides that she's just done.
Right. So here's my thoughts. Here's my thoughts on it right here, man. I believe. Let me go ahead and sit up real quick. I believe young Tia has always been for the streets. All right, because they always try to push this doggone narrative on the men. Now, one time that they said they could have just grew apart. You know what I mean? Well, we kind of put accountability on both parties. There's always maybe he started to lack affection, or maybe he wasn't doing this anymore. Maybe he couldn't get it up anymore. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it, man. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Based on the things that she's been putting out lately, if you go on, I'm not sure if it's TikTok or her IG, she out here like one of them chicks that's for the streets. Like she could not wait to take that doggone ring off, get that divorce, so she can be out here just flaunting herself in a way. Not a real wife. Again, I believe people they can wear that mask for a certain amount of time, but it's not going to take long. Well, I mean, in this case, it took like 14 years. But eventually, if they came from the streets, they're going to return to the streets. And I believe that this young lady is for the streets. Clap it up, y'all. Clap it up. Oh, that's just my thought, man. Like for real, honestly, like for real, like how she was moving. And again, I'm not saying that they weren't having issues, but based on the interview that I've seen, because everybody was like, you see how he cut her off, and you know how he kind of distanced herself. If you look at that interview, it seemed like Tia was more trying to be his mother than being, his mate, his partner, and his wife. Trying to overtalk him when he was trying to get his point across. He had to let her know on two different occasions, like I'm a man. I can speak up for myself. They ask me the questions, allow me to answer as a man. And again, just based on that little interview that everybody was trying to bring up or whatever, that's what I've seen. I don't know. We'll see as it pans out. You know what I'm saying? We'll see who's right and whatnot, right? What have you? But yeah, I don't trust her, man. I don't trust her at all, dogs. Hey, I ain't sorry either. Hold on, wait a minute. I think it's right to run away with her. Our second question, or love at first sight. Basically, do you believe in love at first sight, man? No, I don't believe. I don't believe in it personally, man. I don't see it. Now, I will say it is people that have did this, right? That say, from the moment I've laid eyes on her, or the moment he laid eyes, whatever, you know, we just knew. But do I believe it? Nah, man. Heck no. Heck no, player. I just can't. I can't see it, man. Do you think it's right to run away with her? I mean, hey, if you believe something, then yeah, go ahead, go ahead. You know what I'm saying? If you believe it, I'm all for it. Jump out there in the doggone water, man. Do what you do. But if something come up and you ain't checked that package beforehand, play, they end up being something else. No, I'm joking. I'm joking, but nah, you better test them waters. If you know like I know, you better test them doggone waters, man, for real. What do you love at first sight?
I guess you can say that I do personally. To a to a point, I believe in love at first sight because there's always people that just run away and get eloped and do all that kind of stuff, and it's very successful. Like they'll be with each other for years upon years, but some people find it that once they do that and they just jump into like not even marriage, just into a relationship, they just throw themselves into it. They find they don't like certain things about that person, like they chew too loud or they snore when they sleep or just they throw their clothes around. They don't do certain things that they feel that they would like in a relationship.
All women snore.
So I don't think it's okay to run away with them, but I do believe in love at first sight.
That's what's up. So would you?
Would I?
Yeah, would you? Would you run away with somebody?
No.
If you believe that it was love at first sight?
I would say, let's meet my family and see what you think. We're not leaving anywhere. We're not going anywhere.
That man might be crazy.
Just might.
Here we go. Whoops. All right. We got 2 more questions, guys, and we're going to be done. Should a man try to build with a woman? What do you think? Should a man try to build with a woman?
What do you think?
I'm going to say no, man, for a lot of different reasons. You seem like you got some questions over there, man. You got some questions?
And why do you think no?
Because like I was saying earlier, man, I believe a lot of women are hypergamous. They want a guy that's going to take care of them. I often have ran into women that want a guy that pretty much has all his ducks already in a row. And some women are like children, man. Some women are like children. And they see something else shiny, you know what I'm saying? They get distracted or whatnot. So you have to be careful, man. I think a guy should definitely get all his ducks in a row and know exactly what his purpose is. Like I've told the men since I started this channel, I believe a man's purpose should be first. You figure out what your purpose is, and the woman that you're supposed to be with will eventually align herself with you. All right. So, man, that's just my take on things, man.
Me personally, I feel that I completely disagree with them on certain points. Mostly the no part where you said that you don't think that a man should be with his wife. I think that a marriage should be sorry. I think that in the marriage, if a man sees something, a woman will always put her input in, and sometimes a man does not think all the way through because some men, they, I guess you could say, shoot first and ask questions later. They're all into certain things. Like, I get it, you want to do the stocks, but let's think about this later on down the line. Let's see, will it actually give us money in due time? Will we have to wait 10 plus years, or is it like a get quick scheme? Sometimes the man can overlook things. Or if we're talking about building a business, sometimes the woman will, well, will she put in on the finances? Will she study the books with you? Will she put in that time that you're putting in your entrepreneurship? I think that it's very I think that it's always good to get a second opinion, especially with the person that you feel that you trusted enough to let have your children, that you trusted enough to get married to, that you use as the person you see yourself with for the rest of your life. So I always think
I definitely believe that women are valued counsel. All right, always going to be valued counsel. I'm not saying that guys should just lead and not listen to their wives. I'm not saying that. Always value counsel. Now, at the end of the day, I do believe that it is a man's decision, and he can make that choice on whether he wants to listen to her or not. But I do believe that a man should make the decision at the end of the day. And when I think about a man, a leader, alpha, or whatever you want to call it, those men don't just act. They have thought this thing through, and they know the pros and the cons that go along with this. So I'm not gonna bring you no half-baked idea. You're gonna already know all of that stuff up front, and then we can, if it's a 50-50, and then maybe she'll be able to help me decide on which way we're gonna move with this. But yeah, I'm definitely not saying that you shouldn't listen to what your girl is saying or whatnot. I was trying to get this other doggone picture up there, man, but it was about what's his name? Tom Brady breaking up with his wife. Did you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Tom Brady broke up with his wife because, well, his wife broke up with him because he went back to work. Can't make this stuff up, people. You can't make it up, man. We had a long discussion about that, though, man. Did you get a chance to listen, or did you see anything like any headlines about that?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, Tom Brady is a football player, a
Facts.
very good one at that.
Facts.
And with football, I would say they're a bit more busy than other sports. Football players, they get up at they got to get to the field by 6 a.m. and they practice until like 12. And really, where are you putting in the time to be with your woman? Because after the game, they go out with the boys, they go out with the team, go to the bar. Where are you putting the time aside to be with your woman? Tom Brady is getting up there in age, and especially for football players that are very much so younger than him, why are you choosing to go back to work instead of doing little side advertisements and stuff like that? You have a name for yourself. You don't necessarily have to go back to football. I see that, like, I understand that's something that you're passionate about, that you love, but maybe it's time to give it up and do side things. Still bring in some income, still bring in some money, but still take time to be with your family, be with your wife, show that you care.
Mhm.
That's how I see it.
So let me ask you a question, because I mean we both agree that he still got some fight left in him, right? I mean he's still technically starting for an NFL team. So that means he's still pretty good, right? And this is something that this young man has been doing since, who knows, since he's been able to probably carry a ball. That's something that he loves. That's his passion. That's something that he has a passion for. And so we got to look at it like this. You're asking that guy that picked up a football and was able to not only take care of himself, but take care of everyone else around him through his passion, something that he loved. And now you're asking for him to give that up before he's ready, something that he loves. See where I'm going with this?
I see where you're going.
Yeah, it's something that I love doing. And you're telling me that I have to choose something that I love doing over somebody that I love. I'm gonna go as far as to say you don't really love that person if you're going to force them or give them an ultimatum to give that up. Because at the end of the day, you should want your spouse to be happy. And let's be honest, it's not like this is something new that he's doing. He's been doing this for years. Lady, you signed up for this. Shit. When you got married, was he not doing that? When you first met him, was he not doing that? 10 years down, was he not? Yes, he's been doing this. So when you guys had made that commitment to each other again in front of everybody, you said till death do you part. And you left that man because he didn't want to give up his passion. I have an issue with that, man. I have an issue. Again, marriage is completely different. Like if it's just a relationship, y'all just, you know, bumping uglies, I understand. But this is again a commitment that you have made. And now all of a sudden, are you going back to work? Even though he probably only gonna be there another two years at the most. She couldn't wait 2 years or a year or two. Somebody might even hit him hard enough this year. He'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna go to get my old up out of here, dog, for real. Got a problem with it, man.
I don't know. I feel that there's been many times that everyone has thought Tom Brady was going to put football down for good because, like I said, he's getting up there in age, and maybe it's time to give other people chances, to get their ring. Tom, there are times where you can, do other things. You don't have to necessarily go back to doing what you love. You can be a coach. You can coach younger kids. You can do other things other than fully shooting yourself back into the game. Because sometimes there is a point where a man needs to set aside the difference between his woman
Something he loves.
and
Something he loves. Something he loves.
yes, entirely yes. But we see the decision that he's made, and I get it. She could have waited 2 years, but maybe there were times behind the scenes that we did not see where he would constantly pick other things over her, and maybe she just said enough is enough. We would not know.
So do you think, just based on the things that we do know, do you think she was right, or do you think she was wrong for making the decision to leave the marriage because of that?
I think she was well within her rights.
Interesting. Interesting. We're gonna dig into that another time, ladies and gentlemen. All right, the last question of the night. Should a man look for a woman to love him? I say no. Hell no. Don't look for it. Don't look for it, brother. I think, and this is just my personal opinion, I think something that you need to put before love, gentlemen, young men out there, is respect. I think a lady will show you how much she loves